Okay. Hey, y'all. Uh, hey, y'all. Hey, girl. Hey. If y'all got comments, y'all can go ahead and drop them in the chat. I'm gonna do like how they say on Instagram. I'm just waiting for a little bit more people to come in the room. Say, hey, man. Say, hey, I came to work with mommy today. I came. Yeah, I did. I, I gotta get more in tune with my YouTube live because I'm planning on going live once a week. I'm gonna try to upload more videos, but I'm for sure gonna start going live more because it's just a little bit more easier for me to go live than it is for me to record right now with my lifestyle. I be trying to record when everybody's at school, but this one don't go to school. This one is home. And this one want all his mommy attention. This one, he wants all the attention. Look, he want to see what y'all doing. So this live is gonna be about accepting the travel nurse contract and like that process. Say hey and what it is and how it is. And I just wanted to come live to talk about it because I don't know, maybe it's just me. I do a lot of things and don't know what to be expecting. So I might be expecting things to go one way, but that's really not how things work out. So I just want to get on here so we could discuss that process so that people can know if you haven't done a travel nursing contract or if you're thinking about doing it. I just want to kind of give you like a heads up and just talk about it. It's nothing really bad or anything. However, it was a tedious process. He is so cute. Thanks, boo. He just spit up all over me. So I'm gonna grab a cloth. Give me 2 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. Ooh. All right. Y'all ready? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just keep this over here because you be doing too much. Give him a smile so mommy can go ahead and talk. Give him a smile, man. Give him a smile. You gonna give a smile? You gonna give a smile? He's so serious. He is not trying to. There you go. He almost give him a smile. Give my man a smile. Say hey. All right. So boom, check it out. So I don't know if you were here the last time I went live and we pulled up the website and was looking at contracts, or not even looking at contracts. We were looking at job postings and prices that they were offering. If you were on that live, drop I was there or a pin or something so I know that you were in that live, because then you already know what I'm about to talk about. If you were not, I will get my computer so that I can show y'all kind of how it is to apply for a travel job. I honestly can't call I'm drinking this water because the girl is parched. I breastfeed, so I'm always thirsty. But anyways, I don't feel like I took a travel assignment per se because I'm not going out of state. I kind of feel like those are travel assignments. However, it is a real travel assignment. Just for me, it's more like a local or contract assignment because it's still in Florida. I'm not leaving Florida. I'm staying right here where I can easily assess my family, get access to my family if I need to. If some stuff pop up or one of my kids get really sick or something happens, I can get back home within a couple of hours. Like directly, not a flight that's going to be a couple of hours. Like 2 hours I can be home to my family, and I just have to stay the night. If I'm working like 3 or 4 nights in a row, I'll just end up staying the night in a hotel and then coming home after work. Or if I want to be at home, I stay at home and then I just get up early and drive to work. And it is a good little commute. I'm driving I'm 84 miles away from my house is where I took an assignment at. And that's a good little distance. Like with no traffic, that's an hour and a half. With traffic, that's like a 2 hour, 2.5 hour commute, which is going to be a little bit tough for me to be trying to do after working 12 hours. Like to get up 3 hours before work, get there at 6:45, and then work 12 hours and then drive another 2.5 hours home. That's kind of hard. Even though I prefer, like when I went to Orlando, that was just like perfect. It was a 50-minute commute there. On the way home, because it's Orlando, I would be in like dead on traffic and it would take me like 2 hours to get home. And I honestly, because I was new to the traveling, like the travel nurse contract game, I was new to it back in last year when I took my first assignment. Actually, it's exactly a year. In February of 2021 is when I took my first assignment. And I was like, I hate this place. It's so ghetto. We have 5, 6 patients. I worked on a neurotrauma unit. So it was trauma, that whole hospital. So we had the worst of the worst patients. And it was just heavy. And I was like, I'm not extending. I'm finna just leave or whatever. And y'all, I don't know if it was because that was the pregnancy hormones, but I was so dumb for not extending on that contract. It was literally located perfect. Like it was 56 miles from my house. If you take a travel assignment, in order to get all of the stipends, like a meal stipend and a housing stipend, you have to be at least 50 miles from your permanent housing location. So from my house all the way over to the hospital, it was 56 miles. So I beat it by 6 miles. Y'all do not, I really took that for granted. Like the pay was straight. It was unlimited overtime, so if I wanted to work 4 or 5 days a week, I could have, and been bringing home like way more money than what my contract was set for. But if the girls know me, I do not like working more than 3 hours. 3 days a week. So I really was like, I'm not about to be taken. I'm not about to extend. And that was bad on my part. I really wasn't about my money. I really wasn't, what juvenile say? I really wasn't a paper chaser. I really wasn't. I really was not about my money, because if I was about my money, I would have extended that contract. And they were so nice to me there. Like the workers, I was not in a toxic situation. Like the people that I work with, they accommodated me. As soon as they found out that I was pregnant, they wasn't making me lift. They wouldn't give me no isolation rooms. I went back to my home hospital after that contract was up, and those mother suckers treated me like nothing. Like one time they were giving me like a COVID patient because my unit was not a COVID unit. And she basically said that we don't care that you're pregnant. You knew that when you became a nurse that this is what you will have to do, which was a lie. I became a nurse 7 years ago. This is my 8th year being a nurse, and COVID was nowhere on the horizon. So nowhere in the curriculum, in the handbook, in the board of nursing, and any of that did it say that when you get pregnant, you got to take care of COVID patients. So I made the executive decision that I'm not finna do it, and that y'all can just take it however y'all want to. But at that travel assignment, you know how they always say that they treat travelers bad. But at my travel assignment, they wouldn't even give me like Mercer rooms. Like if they were on isolation, they wouldn't even give me that patient. Like they were so freaking accommodating to me, and I 100% took advantage. But that was because I did not know better. So this time around, I'm still kind of green to the whole travel process, which is why I wanted to hop on here and talk to y'all about it. So do y'all want me to pull up the IA website and just do a job search so y'all can see like what contracts or what listings are out there? Y'all gotta talk to me in these comments, because right now I just don't want to sound like I'm rambling. Hand me my laptop, Calvin. It's right here on the bed. My executive assistant is here. His name is CJ. Oh, my bad, Cash. All right. Since y'all still have not put in the comment section whether or not y'all want me to put up the listings on our website, I'm going to do it anyways. Let's see. Thank you, Julia. Thank you.
Look at Cash. Mom, you're trying to say something on the phone.
All right, so I logged into my IA website. Y'all can't really see too well on there in my little junky desk corner, but it says congratulations on your assignment. A real girl got an assignment. It looks like there's some compliance items that you're needed. So I'm gonna go there real fast just so y'all can see, but we're gonna double back and look at job listings first, because that's the first step. All right, so it says upload your compliance items now to make sure you meet facility requirements and deadlines. So this is literally as soon as I log in, because this is #1 priority. So I put take me there. And it's like, you're making progress. I got my little IA guide there. And literally, y'all, you have to do all of these things before you're cleared to go to your contract. Like, do y'all see? Calvin, chill, baby. You have to do all of these things. Like, no joke. So let's do a job search. What? Thank you, man.
Welcome.
My specialty is neuro. That's what I have my certification in. So it says your specialty, med surg / neuro. And we're going to search jobs. And the listing, I know y'all can't see this. So let me bring it closer. Can y'all see? Can you see? I don't know how to get that little glare back from the computer. But anyways, I need to learn how to share my screen. One day I'll get up there on Tasha K status minus the Cardi B lawsuit. But anyways, so I click pay. I'm gonna sort from payest to highest to lowest. And right now they have a med-surg neuro contract in Pennsylvania for $7,235 a week. So if I wanted that position, I would click on it. And when you click on it, it has a little tab next to it that says I'm interested. So once you click that tab that says I'm interested, your recruiter will then submit you to that facility. So when you log on to IA, you have to fill out an application as if you're filling out like a job application to IA. That's the only time you'll have to do it. And you'll have to upload your resume. And once you upload your resume, that's how they put you in a category. Like, I work on a neuro floor. That's how I got to go to like neurotrauma and all of that stuff. So once I did that, they had submitted me to all of those places that I selected that I'm interested in. And the way my first one went, I had an interview with the facility. But the way this contract worked that I just got accepted to, they didn't interview me. So I took that as a like, okay, like things are just on the roll. We're on the ball. Like, I'm about to have like an easy transition. Absolutely not. The people that I got hired through have been so like nitpicky on all of the things they wanted me to do. Y'all saw all of those requirements that I had to have. When I went to my first travel assignment, they did an interview, and then when they hired me, they just scheduled like I had to do my lab work is what you'll have to do. So if you have any of your labs, like from when you went to nursing school or from when you got hired at a job, they'll do like labs on you. They're going to test you for measles, mumps, and rubella. They're going to test you for hepatitis B. They get those what they call titers, because we got immunized for that as like kids. And then they went from there. So they did all my blood work. I did a physical. They tested me for TB, and I had to wait for those in a fit test. And then they so ghetto, you had to bring your own respirator for them to fit test you, which is, anyways. So anyways, so I applied. I did my interview for the first one. For this one, I did not do an interview. I also had to go do my lab work. Calvin, go tell your brother I said come here. I had to do my lab work. I did a physical. I did a fit test. And then they were like, oh, you have to do education. So they gave me a log on to their little, he's in the shower. All right. They gave me a login to their internet to do their education. Girl, it took me 16 hours. 16. Like, I had to break it up into like 5 days to do this education. And I'm going to be using Meditech charting. I don't know. Have y'all ever heard of Meditech charting? I used Epic before. I used Cerner before. And I used, when I went over to my first travel assignment, we used Sunrise. And then midway through my assignment, they put us all through training because then they adopted Epic. So this one is Meditech. And when I tell y'all this Meditech junk is like from the Stone Ages. Like, for this company to own as many hospitals as they own, I don't care. I'm going to talk bad about them. Lord forgive me. Like, if y'all watching, y'all need to know that y'all need to upgrade y'all's skedaddle. That was Calvin. Anyways, they need to update their charting. Like, y'all too big of a health system to be having that old charting. Listen, what, man? No, you cannot watch TV. Mommy is on live right now. Yes, you can go in the living room and watch TV. Alright, so I did that, and then what else I had to do? I don't know. To be honest, the actual process is fairly easy. I would say if you are thinking about traveling, that you should definitely get all of that stuff that I'm talking about. Get your shot record so that you can prove that you got your immunizations for hepatitis B, for measles, mumps, and rubella. All of those you should have been done, especially if you live in the United States. I think it's a requirement for you to have those shots before you go to 7th grade. And then your COVID, it was required for me to have my COVID vaccine. So most of y'all know, if you follow me on Instagram, that I got vaccinated for COVID while I was pregnant with him. I got my first and second shot while I was pregnant with him. And then I declined the flu vaccine because I'm like, it don't really matter for me to take the flu vaccine because I'm gonna have to wear a mask regardless. But and the only reason why I was, y'all can judge me all y'all want, the only reason why I was getting flu vaccines for the last couple years is because Publix was giving out $10 gift cards for getting the shots. So I got me and all my kids shots. So we had like $50 worth of gift cards for getting flu shots. So the fact that Publix got rid of their $10 gift card, I'm like, baby boy, what is you doing? So I didn't even get it. So you can judge me. I don't care. I don't care. So yeah. They wanted that. What else did they want? Oh, they had to do references. So I had 2 people from my job do references, right? 2 charge nurses. And then they like double back and was like, oh, we can't do charge nurses. You have to have a supervisor. Now, y'all know it's 2022. These hospitals is not trying to lose their nurse to go do travel nursing. What supervisor is going to be like, oh, I wish you the best? No, they don't want you to go because they want you to stay there so they can stay staffed. Like, I was like, is y'all dumb? Like, they really tried me when they was like, it has to be a supervisor. So, you know what my charge nurses became? They became my supervisor. Why? Because when you're a charge nurse, you technically are supervising. You're like the head nurse that helps everybody else out. So that was kind of crazy of them. Oh, what? Hey, girl. Hey. What else do y'all want to know? I did put my 2 weeks notice in at my home hospital. So I'm like just out here, like straight out here in these streets. But the way I'm set up, like if you haven't followed me on Instagram or Facebook, you know that I have started to dibble and dabble my foot in other things such as entrepreneurship. So I'm about to be not like 100% dependent on these W-2 form type jobs. Like, that's not where it's at for me for too much longer. Is y'all gonna talk? I mean, I'm in the process of putting my 2 weeks in. I'm 1 week into my first acute travel. Where are you at? Where did you travel to and what company did you use? Thank you, girl. Girl, listen, I needed you to be on here 20 minutes ago chatting with me. I felt like I was just rambling at first, but hey, girl. Get them fingers out the mouth. Get them fingers out the mouth. I was kind of scared when I put my 2 weeks in because y'all know for so long I was a single mom. You know, I just got married. I'm in my 2nd year of my marriage and we only dated 6 weeks before that. So it wasn't even like I was in like a long-term relationship before I got married. So I was a little bit like fear had me crippled for a while because I was like, I need something to fall back on. What if this don't work for me? And then I had to surround myself around people and other nurses. Sorry, man, did I hit you in the eye? Oh, no, you just yawning. I had to start surrounding myself with people who weren't in that limited mind space. Like, I had to get around girls. I had to get in travel groups to see what other people were seeing and to hear what other people have done because I'm not the first woman to have kids and decide to travel. However, my preference and my situation right now, I cannot go to Pennsylvania. That $7,000 a week would look lovely. Like, it would look lovely. However, I do want to be close. Like, y'all see this man right here. Like, I have a 4-month-old baby. I have a 5-year-old. I have a 9-year-old. I have a 15-year-old. So I can't just uproot their life to take them with me to Pennsylvania. And for me and for my happiness, I want to be able to see my kids on a regular basis, to be in their presence, to love on them, and for them to love me back. Like, that's just the space that I'm in right now. And COVID so much pushed me more into that space, because when I did have COVID in 2020, I was single. So it was me and my 3 kids. What, Calvin? Is your brother out the shower to help you put the Black Panther movie on? Mommy can't turn it on right now.
I didn't turn it on. It's on free.
Oh, as long as it's free, do not go buy nothing.
Okay.
Um, what was I saying before he interrupted me? Oh, I was alone in my home by myself, and just feeling sick and feeling bad and fighting back made me realize that right now, especially right now when my kids are small, those are the moments I want to cherish, because those moments are not promised. So I would love to go out of state, but right now it's just not in me. Now, however, I can't tell you what 6 months or next year might bring. I might be in a different headspace, but right now, my assignment is to be close to my kids. So that's why I'm only taking contracts that's not too far away. I live in South Carolina. First travel in North Carolina, 1.5 hours away from my doorstep. Yes, I'm getting my stipend and I'm home often. I'll message you the agency with. I was just curious if you wanted to share. I know it's like a million different agencies out there. I said, Aya, if y'all want me to refer y'all to my recruiter, let me know so I can shoot y'all my reference, and make sure you tell them that I sent you, because I gave my homegirl a referral bonus because I went through her recruiter too. If y'all didn't know, you get $500 every time you refer somebody. So please let me know if y'all want my recruiter's information. I will gladly give it to you. He is the real deal. He will get you through there. He got an assistant. That's how good my boy is. Like, not all recruiters get assistants. My recruiter got an assistant, and he makes sure his people that do his credentialing and all of that are like on top of their game. Like, they don't drop the ball. With my first assignment, I think my recruiter might have been a little bit new, and the person that she was working with, like her credentialing specialist, which is the people that collect all those forms that I showed y'all when I first logged on to my website, they didn't even follow through to make sure that the facility was like getting my paperwork. So I was supposed to start my assignment like the 3rd of January. I didn't start until like the 7th of February last year. And that was because they kept on saying, oh, we didn't get this, or we didn't get that, or the hospital just had your stuff on their desk and didn't even clear you. I'm like, girl, y'all should have called a week ago, not call on Monday when I'm supposed to be starting, asking why I never received the a welcoming email. But anyways, my recruiter is A1. I was getting on his nerves a little bit. I know I was, but listen, when it comes to taking an assignment or working these jobs, you have to put yourself first, because everybody's making money off of you. Everybody, the recruiter, everyone, the hospital, everyone is making money off of you as a nurse, as a CNA. They're all making money off of you. And that's why they're out here trying to put these caps on the pay. And I 100% don't agree with it. They need to leave nursing pay alone. However, it has come out that the government is paying these staffing agencies, these travel agencies, $275 to $285 an hour for nurses, but nurses are only bringing home $100 an hour or 135. I think I seen somewhere they're paying nurses $135 an hour base rate to go out. So that means to tell me, let's just do numbers, y'all. Let's talk numbers. If the government is paying them $275 and they're paying you $135, that leaves $140 on the table. So that means they're taking home $140 an hour off of you for them not even touching a patient, walking into a COVID room, doing Nathaniel, doing nothing. So when I presumably had attitudes, or I had hard stops, or I had drew my line in the sand, this is what I'm gonna take, this is what I'm not gonna take, we could pass on this or whatever. When it came to that, I stood firm in that, because I know for a fact that you're about to make money off of me and you're not even doing the work that I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, they do work, obviously getting me hired, but their work is not the same as our work. Y'all know, y'all work in the hospital. They're not even putting up with a fraction of the stuff that we putting up with. They're not even putting up with the care. They're not putting up with the families. They're not putting up with the risks that we have to go through when we become when we walk into these crisis assignments. They're not put in these situations that we're putting ourselves into. So that's why I was like, nah, bro, I ain't doing that. And once I said that, they kind of were like, okay. But they were trying to bully me a little bit, and I had to, let them know I'm still Kristen from the block. Don't play. And I knew another girl, she lived in Miami, and she would come up, but sis did not play. I had to get like her. It was a Spanish girl. She worked 6 days a week, some weeks. Like every other week, she'll work 6 days a week. She'll work her 3, and then she'll do double up one week, and then the next week she'll do her 3, and then when the next week came up, she'll work 6 days. Y'all, look who done went to sleep. He done went to sleep. Him said he can't hang with us, but I can't put him down. I'm gonna have to hold him, because the minute I put him down is the minute he gonna wake up. But yeah, definitely coming home often. And see, when we do that, I'm gonna have to invest in a rental car, because I'm not about to be putting no more miles on my car. So rental car it will be. I'm thinking maybe in the summer I might take an out-of-state contract and take all of my kids with me, because then they won't be missing school, and I can uproot them and just put them in like a summer camp, especially the boys, because they won't be able to be home when I'm at work. Chastity can, she 15, so, and she'll be 16 by the time the summertime come, so she can definitely stay home. But the boys, the 10-year-old and the 5-year-old, definitely I have to go to like a summer camp. Do you like your travel assignment, Muriel? Bae. Oh. Alright. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to be dropping stuff in the chat so that we could keep talking. And I know somebody told me on my post on YouTube that she wanted to talk about leaving her contract, and we can touch on that briefly. I never left my contract, so I can't 100% give any advice. However, the advice that I would give from what I heard from other people is make sure you give 2 weeks notice, so that that facility, you want to put him over there for me?
Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
He don't want to sleep.
Heck yeah.
Forget that moment.
Here. Thank you, babe. To give a 2 weeks notice when you do it. I'm not gonna say for you to kill off a grandma, but make sure that when you give a reason, it's like a life or death reason, so that health system or even that agency won't block you or blackball you from going back into there.